Hey, I'm on 564 acres in Tensas Parish, Louisiana. It's a WRP tract with planted hardwoods as well as a good bit of big mature hardwoods. I'm riding this tract for the first time right now, so we'll kind of look at it together. It's going to be, from what I understand, pretty strong deer and duck hunting place. This is one of the big duck holes, one of the shallow water areas right here, and it's just down from the camp. I mean, I'm looking down at the campsite location where I parked my truck. I mean, it's just, 600 feet there. I don't know what was jumping in the water behind me there, but anyway, so we'll look at this place together and see what we find. It's all bottomland hardwoods, man. There's a lot of sweet gum out there where I'm looking right now, and some oaks right there, a lot of the palmetto, which is pretty typical in this part of the state over here in Tensas Parish. There's a deer stand right in front of me there. There's one also way down at the end there. We'll go down there in just a minute. A number of deer stands on this tract. They're all going to stay. I've already seen several that, not just the two that we're looking at right here, but a couple that I drove by a minute ago. So they're all going to be here. You know anything about Louisiana, Tensas Parish is pretty strong for whitetails. So, this tract, gosh, there's another deer stand over here, a lock on. So somebody's got something set up for bow season as well. So anyway, there's going to be a lot of deer stands on this place. It's going to be kind of a place that you could probably get on and kind of turn the switches on pretty quick and hunt. I didn't say much about the camp a minute ago, but it's a camp location right on the corner. Utilities are there. Was a skinny shed, looks like a small pole barn in place, so a man could build his own camp right there, or just put in, an RV or something small and modest, just whatever you want to do. But it's only about a quarter mile off the blacktop, so it's going to be easy in and out. Utilities have a camp right on the corner of the property, and then from there on four-wheelers, ATVs, just ride from there anywhere you want to on the track. So let's go look at some more. And back behind me here, you see about little half an acre little food plot area. I'm on just a trail and it keeps going that way. I just rode another one inside the edge of the big woods right there, plus all of the roads and trails you've already seen me on. This place is covered up with places to put either small and big food plots to set up deer stands any way you like to hunt, whether it's like me, bow hunting, and you like small little tucked away little food plots, or rifle hunter on a box stand covering half a mile in four directions. Looks like you've got every opportunity to do it any way you want to on this track. Another cool spot on this property here, I've been riding through the big woods kind of along the east-west boundary of the big woods going north, and it's about to pop out into looks like another little field over there. Some pretty decent oak trees through here on this north end, this west end. It must be a little higher, and when the elevation changes just a little bit in this bottomland, you get occasional white oaks growing in spots, and I've seen just a few. Of course, a lot of mostly red oak, water oaks, pretty dominant in this part of the country. But anyway, it's a real cool track. Been able to drive all over it so far. Roads, trails, everywhere. Hey, a minute ago I told you about the different size food plots and a lot of different options here. Well, that's north there, and I see two deer stands all on that great big stretch there. I don't know if you can even see all the way to the end of it in the video. And then that's back to the east there, and I see one deer stand there, and I may see another one way down at the end. But I mean, you can just cover some ground here if you're a rifle hunter. And of course, you got just more bow setups than you could possibly ever hunt in a lifetime in these woods and along these little nooks and crannies on the edge of these food plots. So a lot of options. A pretty little cypress slough here on the west end. I don't know the property well enough to know how far it goes back to the east, but this is really pretty right here. And you can just drive a Buick right up to it. I mean, on the trails that and the levee right here, I mean, it's pretty slicked up. And another fiberglass box stand. Long rifle shot that way, long rifle shot that way, long rifle shot that way. Anyway, there's several number of stands. I don't think I'll be able to tell you exactly how many there are. I've seen a bunch. I've seen some nice, you know, fiberglass box stands like this. I've seen some older box stands that are still in good shape. Ladder stands. I've just seen everything out here so far. So I think I've already said this word a bunch of times, but I'm gonna say it one more time. A lot of options. Hey, how's this for a different look? You get out of the big hardwoods over there in that bottom, and then you get over here in this more open ground with planted WRP and food plots running every direction and sage grass growing up. I mean, it's kind of cool over here too. So you got different looks on this place, a lot of character. Mark Hutto, I think, swerved into a gem when he got this place listed in Tensas Parish. You know, he just sold a place in Tensas Parish about the same size as this, and so that stuff is still selling, man, up here. When people find these premium spots and they're been looking for them either by themselves or with a group of friends, they're kind of jumping on them. So be sure to take a look at this. You probably can't see it, but right through there is a big two-man ladder stand. There's a food plot on the other side. You can probably see the green on it. This is that same slough I pointed out a little while ago. I'm just on toward the other end of it. Man, I promise you, I'm not showing you all of the food plot areas on this property, but they're tucked away in and around everywhere. I mean, they're just crisscrossing in all kind of spots. Hey, when Mark Hutto listed this place, he told me there was a well on it. There it is right there. I just found it. He said they use it, you know, of course, to pump water in their duck holes. But anyway, it's set up to move some water in the duck holes. Now, I don't know the property well enough to tell you how many acres they pump up with that. Mark may know that, but I do know that you know, that unit right there will move some water, and there's water control structures to get it off. And I have seen a lot of ground here that can be flooded, so maybe a good place to kill some ducks in a good year. Well, they definitely pump water into this hole. I saw the pipe running down to it. I don't know how many acres it is. It's pretty good size though. And Mark Hutto will be able to tell you what kind of duck hunting the owners have done on it, what kind of luck they've had over the last several years. You know, this past season was real bad for everybody, so they probably don't have a bunch of good news from this past year. But you know, on a normal year, you know, I wonder how they do. It looks pretty ducky, and it looks like it could be set up well. Hey, this duck hole right here is not the same one I showed you just a minute ago. It's a completely different one. Water control structure here on this east end. Big deer stand right there, but it doesn't have anything to do with the duck hole. Anyway, it's just a cool property. It's set up so well. You can get all over this thing. Be sure to check it out. Go to RecLand.net. It's the land for sale page. Scroll down to Tensas Parish, and it's 564 acres. It's just north of Clayton, Louisiana, kind of in a waterproof area, just to give you an idea where it is. Mark Hutto's the listing agent. Just reach out to him. You can call him, text him, smoke signals, Morse code, ever how you communicate, and he'll get back with you and help you out, tell you all about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.